go from Parking Day Detroit to Pontiac 2022. We are on Michigan Avenue at Metropolis Cycles, Bike Shop and Repair. And we are taking insight from the street.
The central core to that, because unless we're walking up and down these sidewalks, right, down these and you can have all the cab you want out here. You can have mass transit come roaring through you. It won't mean anything to the city until we're walking and finding just what's happening here. People coming in, and that's got to happen up and down the street.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. I see you've got our little Brightmore Makers sign there. Well, we are over here in the Brightmore neighborhood on the west side of Detroit, and we're working out of and with Detroit Community Schools, which is a K-12 charter here on Burt Road in Brightmore. But our focus has been really in Brightmore Makerspace activity, and that's to bring the hands-on and the artistic activities alive, again, through the school system and out into the community as well.
Oh yeah. Over on Bagley. We'll find you.
Yeah, everything changed.
This is all about what's happening with Stalin, right? So we're looking to move the agenda to a more community-oriented organization.
That'd be nice, yeah.
And in doing that, you need a lot of grants.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy to help with this. Yeah, I'm in business area, invested in it. So.
No, that's the thing. You build a town for kids.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that if you build it for kids and you think about the kids first, then you're gonna make a pleasant town for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like, because if you're thinking about kids, you're gonna have infrastructure that slows the traffic.
Really?
You know, you're gonna have places that are safe, comfortable to walk. You know, like, and you're gonna have good green, like, public spaces.
Right.
But when you build it for cars,
Maybe Hamtramck needs to be the kid-friendly city model.
it should
And
be.
because it is so diverse. It
We're-
has all of those elements.
We're the only community in the state of Michigan in several years that had increasing enrollment in schools prior to COVID. I don't know what's been happening since.
He's a master grant writer.
This is ARPA money. This is ARPA funding.
Uh-huh.
All ARPA funding, you need to know one thing about it. It must have community-driven input. No
Okay.
ARPA funding will be granted unless it's community-driven. Governance doesn't understand how to even deal with it.
Yeah.
For some reason that everyone just always thought the Phoenix Center, oh, no way, you can never be at the Phoenix Center. There was so much momentum, like in 2014, 2015, when we were doing the Ottawa Towers Open House, there was a ton of community momentum, but the backlash to that was just really strong. And then the fact that nobody ever did anything, the Mayor Waterman didn't do anything until the last minute and then went to the grifters to try to bail it out. And that became a mess.
But that is still there.
It is.
And
It is.
they should be really checking into that, digging, and enforcing that issue. That is my opinion, because I would be.
Well, let's figure out a way to make some noise.
And all my kids grown, and this is St. George. Yes. I never had a chance to be a kid. I'm a kid again. Have a blessed day.
Enjoy yourself
Yes,
today.
sir.
And their traditional organization is really strong, but in the 21st century, I have my aunt on a claim. How do I keep it in the digital world?
Yeah,
They had a
but it's so much easier just
where you are, like where you are, click on your computer, and then you can talk to people. Like, yeah, it's nice to go to the park and whatever location, but you can do that once a year.
You can't.
So are you gonna?
Still in there. It used to be
Oh,
the-
the factory. We know the factory.
And then
I go by there and I don't see much activity. So.
yeah, there might not be anyone in there now.
You
that
mean
was-
you mean that's right on.
Yeah, is it this way? Yeah, I couldn't
okay.
remember. If it
Yep.
was there. Yeah,
It's there. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we always are looking, and they have like something on the window that says "check stuff," and you have an idea
Oh.
or something.
Really,
And it's like, okay.
they just started in like 2019, but it was actually
Team Edison.
Yeah.
That's- I like that.
yeah, right.
I
It's
like
a good.
Team
I like
Edison.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so there's also another group next to them that was doing so like in Europe, like in Germany, it's a thing now where like you can't drive an internal combustion vehicle in certain cities, like certain areas of downtowns.
Uh-huh.
So you have like essentially like a hybrid vehicle, so it could actually drive. You could turn the gas motor off and like electric through that. Like if you're a delivery truck or whatever, and so that would basically happen automatically with GPS. So that way, like you just buy this truck, and you're like, I follow all these rules, and you probably get government kickbacks for for not polluting this downtown area or next to
Right.
the school or whatever, right? So that's your incentive. And then like the idea is that Ford makes the software so that they can sell this vehicle to you, so you benefit, and then they obviously charge an extra couple grand for the feature.
Right.
So
Right.
Do you have any time available to
Keep
pursue
the
this?
conversation going.
Jacob, what's the core insight from Jacob? He's delivered so many, but what's the core?
Insight is that we're on to the fixation that is the dilemma, and we already understand the solution, and our job is to make sure that the solution isn't passed by. In other words, just driving down the street here is not going to give you the insight that's necessary. You have to be on the street, on the sidewalk, engaging, defining, defending, dreaming.
Immersed in the complex system.
Yes, exactly. The complexity is the simplicity that we want to make of the complexity. That's our job.
Okay.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go back.
So
So as you can see, we're collecting human insights, and we decided not to do a parklet on Michigan Avenue, and we know we're in violation of the core tactical urbanist element of parking day, but we're celebrating that tactical urbanist spirit and doing a pop-up design trap because
Okay.
Michigan Avenue will be going through a dramatic transformation, and all of these parking spots will be taken away anyways. There is $50 million right now coming to Corktown via the federal government. U.S. Department of Transportation is putting in $25 million. And the city of Detroit, state of Michigan, and Ford are matching that. And this is going to be for, predominantly in their minds, autonomous and electric vehicles and public transit and bikes as well. However, in the designs, we just didn't see enough protection for biking and pedestrians, so we're including our digital design charrette in this. And as you can see here, this is the Michigan Central Station, which is under renovation. A $1 billion bet by Ford. And the city of Detroit is helping in creating this innovation district and doing Roosevelt Park, as you can see here. It's being transformed. But that bet is going to rely on the walkability and the human-centered design, which will spark innovation and create new jobs. We all hope for this region.
We're in the process of figuring it out, right?
Yeah.
How to get your makerspace more visible on the streets, in the district, at the book depository, at the station, wherever it lands. We're just we're just opening up the conversation for starters right now and looking for those connections, because we need your voice and those kids down here. And we have it today virtually, but we're going to work on getting it a little more visible.
Yes, Detroit, the city, the nation, the world.
Yes, we love it.